And that is the trailer. Hello ratbags, it's your girl Kaya here and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be having a look at Goner, the game, a new dinosaur game that is coming out. It's going to be a survival horror, kind of like taking the inspiration from games such as Green Hell and The Forest. But pretty much it's going to be a new FPP survival horror game, including dinosaurs as your main threat. So this is all what the game is about. It's going to have a story mode, it's going to have a survival mode, and it should look pretty promising. A quick note before we start the video, if you'd like to see more from me, you can check me out on Current Fire on YouTube. But let's get back into the video. So we have Goner. It looks very interesting. It's very Green Hell Forest-esque kind of idea. If you've ever played a game like Green Hell or The Forest, you're going to kind of be getting that kind of vibes here. But it does have dinosaurs instead. So when I looked at the trailer, it really did remind me of Green Hell. But yeah, of course you got different things. Green Hell's more realistic kind of things going after you, like jaguars and stuff, and this one's prehistoric, which I always like because I love dinosaur games. We can't get enough of them here, so there's plenty to do. And they have a whole Kickstarter coming up very soon at July 25th, so very, very soon. This game seems to have been developed throughout the last year or into 2019 as well, from what I've seen on all of their articles. It is a very new game, so of course they're going to need the backing for that, but of course with Kickstarter you do have to be careful with that, so just hold your horses for a second until you start investing stuff, because you'll probably want to know more about it. Goner is an epic horror adventure starring Anthony Sunder, a son looking for his missing mother and expedition crew. His search will lead him to a location of a ghost island inhabited by hostile members of a lost civilization, the feral fauna you thought was extinct. Goner is a new take on the survival genre, featuring breathtaking 3D visuals, advanced AI, and complex behaviors. Face these massive creatures and try not to get caught. This time you're not going to get a heavy armed hero, just a regular dude. So you'll be a regular guy trying to survive out in the wilderness with these dinosaurs. Of course you'll be able to defend yourself with anything you can craft with your own two hands. That's where the horror resides. They can hear you, see you, and even smell you. Across the island you will find safe rooms such as shallow cave structures or high tree branches. These places are to rest, craft, upgrade, and change your gear and save your progress. Self-management is crucial to thrive in your journey. This game comes with a survival mode, so you try and live as many days as possible. You can get rewards and achievements for this. And then there is also a story mode where you go through a linear adventure and you follow what they have in store. Now I think Goner's going to have quite a bit of competition throughout this, since we have a game that has already just recently come out, which is very, very similar, survival horror, Death Ground. This is including dinosaurs as well, however it kind of looks more Alien Isolation to me, with a bit of horror mixed in comparison, Dead by Daylight kind of theme going on here, in comparison to the other one which looks more like a Green Hell survival, where you're back to the woods and the trees, picking up stones and dirt, etc., trying to make anything you can out of that. But I do think this is going to provide quite a lot of competition either way, because this one has just really been released on Kickstarter as well, so it's another kind of very similar project. However, I think it has its own kind of perks with it, so I think it might be alright. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer the kind of Death Ground thing, or would you go for the Goner? To me, I kind of like them for different reasons. However, with Goner, I would really like to see more behind the scenes gameplay. My only issue with this one at the moment, of course it's doing a Kickstarter, so I hope there will be lots more information then, and I'm sure there will be, but at the moment with this, there isn't very much information. I even had a little look on their Discord, and it is very new, which sets a few red flags off for me, honestly, but I really want to see this strive. Of course, I get little bits of worries, like if you remember Days of Dragons, it had a really nice look to it, and it looked very, something like you really want to play. But with this one, I kind of get the feel like I need to see a little bit more of the gameplay. They don't really have much of the gameplay on their YouTube, and when I looked on their Discord, it's all 2020, so it's very new. There's not much there. There was like a couple of things showing the assets that they've made, and that was pretty much all, which was, yeah, massive red flag to me. I think if they can share a lot more, then that's going to make it so people will buy their Kickstarter a bit more. I would love to see a bit more other than the cinematics that we saw, because at the moment, a lot of the trailer does look more cinematic than like proper gameplay that you would actually see in the game. However, I did do a bit more digging into this, and I did find some of the old dev logs that they had. I did look at it. It looked really interesting from what I saw so far. They didn't really show much, which of course is always a worry. However, it was a good little taste, and I would love to see a few more tastes on this one. So of course you can see loco players right here. You got your food bar. You have, I guess this is your vision bar, if you could be seen by the dinosaurs or not. Your health and your water. So of course, as with normal survival games, you have to keep an eye on the draining meters in the game. This is only a prototype footage, so at the moment you can see they've got some waterfalls, some greenery in there, and a bit more. And then if we go a little bit further into the video, this is what they have so far as for an inventory. Looks pretty decent, looks okay. Of course, you've got the same kind of mechanics as a usual survival game. You're filling those draining meters again, you're picking up things, and you're making things. And they do go over the mechanics in this, which you would need. There's going to be weight, durability, crafting system, action time events, etc. Even in this video, we'll show you here as well. This guy covered himself in some camouflage. So you see he got some mud, put it on himself near the river. And now you can see them walking a bit. You get a little bit of an idea of the foliage. And now what he's going to do is hide in a tree. What he's trying to do is mask his scent from a raptor nearby and hide away from it. But of course this cover is not very good. But you can see you got the mud around the screen, which is going to help you out from the raptor. So if we look at the models so far, it looks really good. The tall grass is going to be really hard to see these guys, I think. So that's definitely going to be very scary when something comes hunting down for you. These things actually will sniff your tracks out and try and smell you out and find you that way. So they'll follow you. So you can see the raptor passing by now. He's having a look for you, and he can't smell you or see you because you have the mud that is around your body that you've applied. So you've applied the camouflage. So I really like that aspect. Instead of going ahead and murdering all the dinosaurs and destroying them, you actually have to actively be strategic about it and apply things to you to stop them coming after you, and hop up upon trees or whatever else, or go in caves like they mentioned. They seem to be pretty good. The animations I thought when I did see could do with a little bit of work. They did look a bit rusty, but of course the Kickstarter is going to help with that. But one thing I did like seeing was the raptor would see you, and after a while it would lose interest in you after it noticed that you're in a spot it couldn't reach. That's something I thought was nice, because it just wouldn't stay there forever for you, waiting for you to come down otherwise. But yeah, you can get a rough kind of idea of the game so far. I don't know if they're fully going to go with this kind of thing or not, but this is all they really have gameplay-wise so far, so that's what we get to see. There's also day and night cycles in this one, so of course things might come for you in the night, which is going to be extra scary, and that's what the flashlight is for. I'm betting you have to be careful about that campfire as well, because they're definitely going to see you that way. But you can see they come towards you in the night. He's trying to get rid of it with the torch, scare it away. You can see some of the animations there. Yeah, the animations are a little bit sloppy, but we have to, again, bear in mind this is a very, very new raw bones kind of game. We will see. It could actually be a really good potential horror survival. I really hope they knock it out the park and make it really amazing, because the idea is awesome. We definitely need more dino kind of survival games. Absolutely love that kind of idea. Love Ark, so of course something with the more horror-esque as well, and some extra story is always something nice to see. But yeah, let me know what you think, and that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.